Hey, it's Steve. Hope everybody's having a great day. Man, I want to do something with this old water heater. One of my plumbing buddies gave it to me. Before I can do it though, I gotta pressure test it. I dug through all my junk. I'm pretty sure I got enough stuff here to get some air in it and then seal it off. It's been a while since I've done any soldering, so I got one joint, some ancient supplies, so wish me luck. Man, it don't look like the competition is going to be putting up a whole heck of a lot of fight. I'm pretty sure I can do better than that. Let's find out. Man, don't tell anybody, but I stole one of my granddaughter's paintbrushes. Let's get some of this ancient old goop right here, this flux. Man, I'm telling you, I doubt this works, but we'll try, huh? Got nothing to lose. I'm going to throw this container away, I promise. But you know, if you see it in a later video, don't be surprised. That ought to work. I picked up a dirty old rag from outside. Let's, can you see that? Man, I got to, hang on, let me reposition. Well, that ought to work right there, right? A good plumber could do it from right there. Let's throw the coals to it. Don't burn the shed down, Steve. Can you see it? Okay. Let me back you up. Man, it's been a long time since I did this. Man, I don't know. We'll see. Man, what do you think? I don't know. I don't see no solder down inside of there. Maybe we should hit it again. Well, let's stick it on and see what happens. Now, some of you guys out there might be tempted to remove this blue one here and this red one here, but you gotta trust me. This is not a project that you want to look good when you get done with. So you leave that right there. Don't take that off of there. Don't clean it up. Just leave it just like that. And I don't want to give anybody the idea that I'm giving you some sort of a how-to. This is just a how-I. So, you know, make sure you're doing things safe. Don't overdo it. These water heaters aren't intended to hold a whole lot of pressure. We ain't doing too bad. 60 ought to be enough for what we're going to do with this guy. Alright, you guys, it's been several hours. That thing's leaking down at all. I'm pretty sure it's coming from right here. And we're not going to use any of this nonsense test fixture for the final project. So let's get this gauge off of here, bleed this thing down, because now we got to get the elements out of it. Man, she's got a lot of stuff in her. I think I know why they replaced it now. That water hose up in there and run it in there and clean everything off. Like I said, you can use a pressure washer, it'd probably be better. somebody's poor drinking water was in this thing at one time. Imagine making coffee with that. Come on, hose. Be good to me. Do it till it's coming out pretty darn clear. All the sediment that come out of there. There's somebody. Come on. Minerals in that water. Get the idea. And I'm pretty sure I got it all. Everything is looking pretty good. Let me show you what the bottom of one of these looks like. This is looking inside of one of them. There's where the boiler valve would go. And you see there's an area here where if you miss a little bit, it'll settle in down in the bottom. So as long as you don't stir it up when you're done, there might not be a whole lot to worry about. But you know, get it clean. They're glass lined. I like to set the old guy up just like this. Elevate him a little bit over here and let all that water run right down in there next to that drain valve. Man, I thought while we're sitting here waiting on this old dude here to dry off, I'd give you a couple of pointers for choosing the appropriate water heater for this project. Now, a whole bunch of these water heaters have these plastic drain valves in them. You can get by with that, but you're going to work your butt off because you are not taking that out of there without breaking it. Try and find one that has a brass drain valve like this. Go ahead and take the handle off of it so you don't forget. You want to inspect the whole thing. Make sure the bottom of it isn't so rusted out. If it's too rusted out, you're going to know the thing is a leaker. You can still use it, but you're going to have to peel it all the way down to the tank, find the leak, and weld it up. There's a pretty good chance you're going to compromise the glass lining by doing that. Man, if it's all dented up, somebody dropped it, don't take it. The glass lining is going to be compromised. I mean, you want a few dents in it. You just don't want it to be apparent, obviously damaged. If it needs a few more in it, just give it some. But you don't want it to be perfect, and you don't want it to be destroyed either. All right, we got the shopping tips out of the way. Go ahead and get these elements prepared for reinserting. Let's modify these two pipes that came off the top and keep on going. Now go ahead and smash them guys down a little bit. Don't close them all the way, just smash them down. Keeps the bugs out. Something else I forgot to show you. I pounded one of the plastic tubes out of that hole. Just one. If you pry it away from the wall and get it away from the wall and just put a big old piece of olive thread or something in there and pound it. Just leave it inside the water heater. Don't forget to pressure test it again. We did violate the integrity of it from our first test, and we got to make sure everything is good. We're getting back up there again. Make sure everything's okay. It says right there, tested at 300 psi, 150 pounds maximum allowed working pressure. Let's see what we got in here. I think it's about 60. Should have brought my glasses. Oh, we're up there in the 50s, 52-ish. Let's see what happens. We'll leave it for a while. Now, I'm well aware that some of you might not be able to get away with this. You live by neighbors with blue hair, or you got a homeowners association. Let me just show you what it looks like if you peel all the stuff off the outside of one of these. If you got creative imagination, some artistic ability, I'm sure you could make it a piece of yard art. Well, this is what it looks like. If you peel everything off of it, you could put a better hat on it than I do. Let me get this off of here. That's what the top of it looks like. I fill mine right through here. It's a slow process, but you know, it does work. You could always put a nipple, an elbow, a valve, and fill it through one of them 1-inch holes right there. It's 1-inch NPT. And get what you want out of it right there. A whole lot of people out there go to the store and they buy one of these. Stick it in the back of one of those. You see, the problem with most of this stuff is that people recognize it. If you ever find yourself in a situation where the power is out for an extended period of time, you know the shit hit the fan. You got a little diesel heater, PTO generator, whatever, and you need some fuel. You ain't gonna get a whole lot done with a couple of them fellas. You know, you'd be lucky to make it a week. And if you use the other things, people will recognize you as a target. The UPS driver, Amazon, FedEx, might even be your neighbor. There's only one more thing we need to finish this project. That's a little hunk of garden hose. I'm going to go say hello to the neighbor that shot my dog. We'll take a sample of the diesel fuel that I stuck in that one 9 months ago. That's why you take the knob off. Thieves don't run around with tools. Not only that, thieves are never going to steal an old hot water heater. Let's get a sample here. The neighbors weren't home. That's some good looking stuff right there. What was that in there? There's a maybe. I didn't check how clean this jar was. tomorrow I gotta start up my brand new little, they call them Chinese diesel heaters. Like I said, this is not the way to fill one of them. And don't forget, when you're all done, take that hose back off of there. It's a dead giveaway. Man, you guys know I'm just goofing off, messing around with you. The neighbors were home. Now, but seriously, if you're getting tired of running to the gas station with those things, and you're really worried that one of these days you might need to keep more than 5 or 10 gallons of diesel around, I wouldn't recommend this for gas. It's not the quality it used to be. You can't store it. This is a viable option. It's glass lined, withstands quite a bit of pressure. They're easy to fill. Not only that, they're free. You can pick them up. Any plumber will give them to you for free. Just ask one of them. Try to make sure it has a brass petcock on it. And man, just wash it out, dry it out, and you're good to go. If you're worried about it, try it out. If you can get away with it. I'm doing it. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope I didn't bore you too much. And thanks for giving me somebody to talk to. I'm going. Man, I forgot. Comes with its own zinc additive.